Okay, number 27. Where should we go right away? Don't start reading from the beginning. Let's go to the part, normally it's the last sentence. Write and simplify an expression in terms of S that represents the difference between the number of meters of shoreline each senior must clean and the number of meters each junior must clean. So we want to know the difference between the senior student and junior student in terms of how much they have to clean individually. Difference means subtraction. So we're going to be subtracting two quantities. Okay, now let's read the whole thing. The junior and senior classes of a high school are cleaning up a beach. Each class has pledged to clean 1,600 meters of shoreline. The junior class has 12 more students, not 12 students, but 12 more students than the senior class. And we don't know how many students are in senior class, but it says let S represent the number of students in the senior class. So senior class, the seniors S number, S students. Juniors 12 more than the S. That's S plus 12 students. Okay? What are we trying to compare here? The difference between the number of meters shore each senior and each junior must clean. The both groups are cleaning same amount of the actual shore, right? 1,600 meters. But how much does each student clean? Well, if you have two students and you got to clean 1,600, then you divide 1,600 by 2. And if you have 3 students, 1,600 divided by 3, etc. So if you have S number of students, seniors clean 1,600 divided by S meters per student. Okay, per student. Juniors will be using the same concept, 1,600 over S plus 12 meters per student. And since we're doing the difference, we have to subtract. And normally we want to subtract a smaller number from a bigger number. Now, when you're comparing fractions, and if the numerators are the same and the denominators are different, how do you tell which is the bigger number? Well, let's compare half versus 10. Well, 10's a bigger number, but it's a smaller fraction, isn't it? Would you rather have half a pizza or 1/10 of a pizza? So the smaller the denominator, the bigger the fraction, which means this is the bigger fraction. So we're just going to subtract these two fractions as it is. Okay, let me go ahead and rewrite this in the standard form. All right, to summarize everything, we try to reduce the fractions and simplify the fractions whenever we can. With this problem, nothing can be simplified. The 12 cannot be touched. Don't make that mistake. 12 and 1,600 cannot be reduced. This is not 12, this is S plus 12. Okay, so that number is kind of fixed. All right, so after having reduced the fractions, we look at the denominators and look for LCD. What's the LCD here? Well, S and S plus 12, again, are two totally different denominators. So combining them will give us the LCD of S and S plus 12. Okay, now, the first fraction has S, but it does not have S plus 12. So I need to write the equivalent fraction by providing that factor. Second fraction needs the s to write the equivalent fraction there using the common denominator. All right, so let's go ahead and put all this together. 1600 minus s all over LCD of s and s plus 12. Now let's work on simplifying the numerator, which will become 1600s plus 1600 times 12, which will be 16,032, will be 19,200 minus 1600s. Simplifying, the two s quantities cancel out, leaving me 19,200 over s plus 12 meters. So a senior must clean this much more than the juniors, because this is the distance that they have to clean. Okay? Senior student must clean 19,200 divided by s and s plus 12 meters more than a junior student.